feeling different because this isn't my normal steez.
I know, but we cool with it.
Talk to me I can see Jay better.
What's up?
It's crazy I don't have this on headphones.
Hold on, y'all. Be quiet real quick. Just for a second. I even talk.
I'm sipping tea.
Whipping weeds. Spitting leaves. Okay, y'all ready?
You're not in a red cup though.
You're not in a red cup. Is that okay?
The white one because it's styrofoam for the hot stuff.
Yeah, it's for the hot
cold.
Stuff.
All right.
For the red.
Everybody get y'all 1, 2s in.
Alright, hey, but in the countdown's 3, 2, 1 type thing, you know what I'm saying? So
3, 2.
Wait, let the.
I'm practicing. You good, baby? 3, 2, 1. Okay. I even get on my nerves. Alright, y'all ready? Okay, so 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your girl J Dior, and we are back live with Too Cool Records podcast. You feel me? I know you missed us, but we here, okay? To the right of me, my milk and cookie, the cookie to my milk.
A little chocolate chip Dunkin' dip.
Ooh, I love it. My co-host, what it do? What's your name?
What's up? It's Morgan Ray, pretty girl who don't play. Y'all already know.
Yeah, don't play with her, okay? To the right of me, righty me, but Buddy, aka
King Ivan Jones everywhere.
All right, everywhere you're seeing. Okay, to the left of me, the one and only, the Jill Wheel.
Hey, that's too cool. That's Too Cool Records forever and ever and ever. $30 for the merch. You already know.
Get a t-shirt. Oh, yeah.
Come on with it. We already
grab that t-shirt.
Go ahead, hit your DM me if you want me one for Come on with it.
Okay, yeah, just run his DM up, okay? Now, let's get into it. All right, how we feeling? Everybody feeling good?
Everybody feeling real groovy, mate.
All right, so I got a question.
Yeah.
Y'all got an answer for me?
Yeah.
Okay. What is beauty to you? Like, what defines beauty? Who want to go first? Ooh. No pressure. Don't choke.
I got you. So for me,
she said I'm with it.
No, I am. For me, I think for real, it's very it's versatile because everybody has a different perspective. That to each his own thing is real when it comes to beauty. But I personally think, it really is that internal beauty is how you carry yourself, your mannerisms, those patterns that come together, because that really is what exudes on the outside. There's different forms of physical features, shapes, curves, that everybody is different when they like define that as a sense of beauty. But a standard person that would be attractive, the general attractiveness, can be ugly once you see how they talk, the way they think,
attitude,
their personality. Yep. So it's just like that on the duck points.
Digging deeper into the soul of it is just like, okay, who are you really? Because behind this makeup, you're really ignorant. You talk crazy. You're not respectful.
Rude.
Like you don't know what's going on. Yeah.
So it's just like it's definitely how the inside really does come out to the outside. So I just feel like
valid point.
100%.
All right, Ivan, what's up? What we thinking?
Yeah, I feel I definitely 100% agree with the pretty girl that don't play.
Okay.
But I want to speak to the outside, because the inside definitely plays a huge part.
Of course.
But the outside is what's seen when nobody speaks. You know what I'm saying?
It's the first impression.
It's what you see. I definitely agree with beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I think that means in a way having confidence. Like you're the one holding the eye. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
So like I loved her inside point of view, but to me on the outside, and I think with what the majority sees is beauty, it's definitely looking healthy. Speaking to J Dior, working out in the gym.
I try. But looks really do matter though, because it's just like when you first see somebody, you don't really know them. You're literally going off of how they look. So if a couple of people walk into the room, you're gonna look at the best looking one.
Honestly,
not even knowing that the best looking one got the worst attitude, and the one that's kind of like a 6'7" really will treat you right.
Right.
But then you can't necessarily say the best looking one, because the best looking one in a general standpoint could be a nice fit body. But what if you got a chubby chaser?
You got What
if you got somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, can you really define find beauty in just physical appearance.
It's all about perspective and what you like and what you attract. Like,
100%.
yes, it's
Absolutely.
inside, but it's also outside. Let's not kid.
100%.
Like, it ain't like, because you're not really going to go for somebody that's really not attractive. But
Right.
it really is better
Right.
when a person inside is, it exudes, like you said, like it brings out more. Like, if you really a 5, but your attitude, your personality is great, you might be a 7.5 at this point. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And those,
You know?
and as the inside is adding points, touching back on the outside, like chubby chasers are a minority. They're not the majority. Like,
Why do you gotta use that term though? I don't know if I
It's
like
just
this
a
term.
general term, but in
It's a
Vic's
very
standpoint.
offensive term.
But
It's
I
not
think
an
it's
offensive
offensive
term.
to
Totally
say that it's just like
offensive.
you can't say you're gonna look at the attractive one out the group, because what is attractive to you? That really
some people
does
don't even like
define the
small, slim
person.
girls. Some people
No,
like big
somebody
girls.
really
Everybody
doesn't
has
want
them.
that. Like,
That-
for
Okay,
real.
well, let me
everybody,
just go
Somebody
ahead
don't want a tall
and
person.
just broach
like,
this
you know
right
what I'm
now,
saying?
Yeah, broach
because
it.
we're
Come on,
talking
Will.
about the one who likes the thick girls.
Yeah.
And
We
by
know.
the way, that is the term, thick, not chubby.
Because it is a difference.
Unless they want to, if somebody wants to be caught and it cool with it, you know what I mean? My
My
chubby
little
little
chubby
princess.
Yeah.
Like,
it
that's
wasn't
fine.
meant to be derogatory. It's
No,
just
for
like
sure.
a little like.
But it can follow your
It's the
opinion.
known name. It's the
You're
known
like
name.
saying that's
though.
like the least
Like,
desirable, and then that's what like
I'm
you
not
use the
saying
term.
that that's the least desirable. That's why my definition is not. I don't think you can put, because what somebody would find attractive to one person is
Well,
different.
it is somebody's
Yeah.
least desirable in this group.
And honestly,
It's just our
and I was
preference.
speaking to the majority, but I say to the majority, like, I'm going to pass on the big girl.
And it's
Nah,
nothing
I
wrong with
don't
that.
know. I don't-
Will, it's
I-
nothing wrong with
It
that.
isn't, because
I'm not-
that's what he likes to.
And
That's what spikes his senses.
Honestly, that's changing too. Like, beauty is being redefined, as you can see.
It's
in
whatever you feel.
In propaganda, it's about the confidence. Like, in different artists and music in different ways.
When's
it's
the last
being
time you logged on to
redefined.
Fenty.com?
I never logged on to Fenty.com.
Somebody needs to log on to Fenty.com. It is amazing. Every size gets accommodated.
But
And
see,
that's
that's
what
the
it's about, and that's what
That's
because
beautiful.
everybody is
beautiful.
different.
That's-
Everybody is
That's
different.
incredibly
Exactly.
beautiful, and you see how we all saying that. That's even speaking to how the times have changed, and that more inclusive to.
Because before, honestly, it used to be like petite, only
Right.
that. But now we're
Right.
broadening it
the
towards
models, the supermodels,
And
You
and
do
for the
have big
models
girls
back
that's
in the
really
day,
doing
it.
it used to be no belly, no booty.
Right. None of
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
None of
Just
super-
very
I
much.
mean,
Right.
thick,
Yeah,
solid.
right.
Remember the old
Right.
Vicky's
That
Secret
was-
models?
You
we
ain't lying,
still see
though.
that. So, like,
No, for
and-
sure, but just
like,
not as
definitely
much.
like the older white actresses. Like, they definitely do the real skinny thing. Like, even Zendaya's on the real skinny thing, and I bring her up because I'm a fan of Zendaya. Don't hear what I'm not saying, but
Big fan.
she is an icon for being styled and different things like that, and she's extremely skinny. Like, that's not a body like most.
Even like Cola Ray, she
Right.
get body shamed for being skinny, but it's
Right.
just like she looks bomb. But just because she
Bomb.
isn't thick or have a big booty, it's just
Right.
like now
But-
she's.
So let me
you know
let me
what
say
I'm saying?
something.
Right.
Ain't that
Yeah.
just her naturally though? Isn't that just like
but if you want to get into it, is natural really the thing now?
Huh? Oh, you
Absolutely.
know, I think we coming back to
Are
it.
you kidding me?
I think the
Is
oversized.
that the
really
defining
hope
beauty?
so.
If you're
Oh,
fully
like
natural,
losing all steam.
are you? If you're not fully natural, is that defining beauty? Like,
Because I love the 90s Aaliyah phases.
Yeah.
Like, I love
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Raw, who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Makeup was always supposed to enhance natural features, not create them.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it wasn't ever supposed to just, like, be
People can
another
walk out
person.
the crib and be okay when I wear makeup. Now it's like, oh, I'm not coming outside. I don't got nothing done.
Right.
Right.
Baby, you look good. You're
Right.
all right.
I mean, like eyebrows though.
I mean, eyebrows is cool,
It's
but
like
a
the
beat
only
face
thing.
every day. Come on.
Yeah, beat face every day is crazy, but eyebrows.
That's
for
ridiculous.
sure.
Like,
Please
why-
don't leave the crib.
That's
without-
so much
God, I
time.
like looking
That's
at
too
your
much.
eyes.
That's way too much.
I get
You
it
like-
though. I
you
had
like-
a point where
That's
I
way too
literally
much.
felt like
I
I
like
had to
it.
wear makeup every day. So it's just like you really have to get to a point where you learn to love yourself and how you
Right.
genuinely are when you wake up
1000%.
because
Bringing it-
makeup really can bring you out.
Bringing it all the way back to my what I was saying. Like, I think the majority has this view of definitely health being a thing, definitely curvy being a thing, definitely we still kind
Slim
of
thick.
shaded right with like lighter people being a caramel people being thing. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm really seeing more of an appreciation for everything, and I love that because I definitely am extremely inclusive and look at the similarities and how we're all one, and like I think that is why Morgan's point made such a, and even Jay's made such a big impact because it's about how you feel about yourself.
You just gotta be able to like love
Right.
yourself no matter
Exactly.
what. Like wake up
Exactly.
and be like, okay, no matter what, like
I'm him. I'm the one.
what's up? I'm here.
Like,
What we doing?
like,
That is the beauty standard.
Yeah.
I do want to say
Like,
that is genuine.
what is you
It
talking
is
about?
really
Right.
bring
It
it
is
in.
self-confidence.
Exactly.
However you get there, be it being in the gym or be it like getting yourself right mentally.
Right.
Yeah, and it doesn't
like,
necessarily always have to even be the gym. Like
Or the
just get up for
physical
yourself.
body.
Yeah, like mentally, emotionally, like just be there for yourself.
ain't easy for
That's it,
everybody.
and that's all.
So how
You gotta
do
have some
how
kind
do
of
you feel
gumption,
like
some kind of gump, get right.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
But
But how do you feel like the majority beauty standard affects like everyday life? Like
I think it's really weighing on a lot of women's self-confidence because a lot of
What?
people are looking
You
for
see
that
everybody getting everything
Instagram
done.
beauty, and it's just like everybody isn't an Instagram girl.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
It just
definitely
takes a toll.
caters to, foreign features, just like the soup, thick at the hips,
yeah.
thick at the waist.
Ooh, slim
skin,
waist.
yeah, you
The
know what
things
I'm
that
saying?
y'all
But
love
it's
the most.
just
oh,
like
hey,
that isn't
It ain't
every
gotta be
single
a
you're
single
speaking
person.
to a thick lover.
just
This guy
saying.
loves the thickest of them.
Oh, we know love will
hey,
love them thick.
hey,
Yeah, I'm
And-
sure.
and-
I'm a
Like
natural.
that, but you know,
Give you something to grab
You're a
onto.
natural
I
type
like
of-
Yeah, I like a real
Small booty, little booties matter.
Like, it don't matter what kind. If it's feeling right, if it's got that soft jiggle spank to it,
You know
like,
what?
I ain't gonna lie.
Little
like,
booties clap too.
we talking about these thick girls. On general speaking, the ones that I done seen that is not single is wifed up.
By majority of what?
Yeah,
I mean, we ain't talking about that part, but
Okay.
we is talking about the fact that they done got it done and it is locked.
Don't sleep on the
No
thick
lie.
girls now,
No
because
lie.
they know how to
Oh,
get
But
down.
actually, let me
Okay.
shout them out because
For
I ain't
sure.
gonna lie. Some of the thick girls I've experienced have been the just absolute
All right. Okay.
best.
We
Like,
appreciate
they
you
are,
all.
I'm just saying, cooking, the loving, the touching, the.
Just
You
an
ain't got
all
to be
around.
thick.
And just
Cook, by
because
the way.
you
You
think
cook no
body,
matter
like
what.
the face is still
Oh,
be tea. So it's
cook
just
me
like,
up.
so
Cook
it's
me
just like,
up.
I
Oh,
really
my.
think it's
And
just the person.
and I'm telling you, when
It's
you
really
in
the
there and you
person.
loving on them,
It's
and
just the stereotype
Oh,
of
I
having
know.
this perfect fit girl, like.
yeah.
But it's not that. You love who you love,
Yeah.
and you
Thank
think
God
whatever
we're in
you think is
Atlanta.
beauty, that's what it is.
But,
For
but the
the
health
food
thing really
definitely
do
makes
say
it thick out
something
here.
about your
Oh,
mind though.
yeah.
Like if you fit, you like Jay, you fit, right? Like Morgan,
I
you
know.
fit. It takes some
really
working
say
out.
I'm
It takes
fit.
some eating. It takes some.
But
it
see,
takes
now that
some-
I'm fit, I only want to deal with a guy that's fit.
you see what I'm saying? Because
Because
it
if you
takes a
sloppy
level
and
of
toppy, I
commitment.
can't do it.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I think that's really why the standard is what it is, because the people who are out here setting goals and achieving them, they look fit.
But
You know
also,
what I'm
is that
saying?
not the mindset? Is it not the mindset from the internally that you set out to look fit and you're carrying it out with consistency? Then that's what's exuding. Yes, it is the physical
Exactly.
appearance,
100%,
but yeah,
100%.
it's still going
But the
back
discipline
to
and the
internally.
consistency
You're right,
is what's
you're right.
keeping me
Going back
going.
to internally, exactly.
the outside.
Exactly. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, if you really keep pushing it, you really keep putting in the work, you're going to see results. But if you stop,
You have
then,
no
you
choice.
really have
But
no
I
choice.
was speaking to this earlier that I grew up with my brother and a lot of different dudes, and there would always be, I would always try and pick out like, who they would find attractive, and like, okay, back in college, like we went to college together and everything, and I would be like, there would be some like it girls that I
Yeah.
thought were always it, and I would bring them up, and they would just be like, what? No, never. And
That's
I'm
the
thinking,
illusion. And
you
most
know what
girls
I'm saying?
fail because
Like,
they're up there when these niggas don't even like them.
right. So it's just like you might go into the club, it might be a bunch of different girls, and it's this one dude that everybody looking at, and the one girl who, you know what I'm saying, is the standard prettiest would be like, I'm about to bag whole time. He is not looking for you. Like that is not his cup of tea. Like you
He want
can't
the
really
laid
put
back
that on
crazy.
nobody. You
But
can't.
that was always a confidence thing to begin with. Because I ain't going to hold you. If you bring in like that vibe, I will break character. I ain't going to lie. These days, I don't know if it's like an age thing on my end. When I was younger, yeah, it was all about like a certain kind of like look. But now
you digging deep into it.
confidence, that is really like shining to a point where I'm like, yo, like, oh my God, it radiates into my soul. That is what I want to be around more than anything else.
Okay, so you're saying it would like shift your type. Like most people stick to their type, but
Sometimes your type be your type.
$1,000,000% it will shift my type. But the thing is, it kind of ties everything together because a person like that is not only invested in their self-love
Exactly.
and how they are on the inside, it's also how they look on the outside as well. And that brings us to Ivan's point too.
course.
So it kind of like brings
It's like
everything
not
together.
50-50,
it's
but-
somebody that's on a journey that you can appreciate. And that is what I enjoy.
I respect
I like
that.
I respect that too.
That's what I like.
The journey. It is about the journey. I'll give you that. Okay, everybody have valid points. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a point for that, okay? All right.
That's my
Ding,
point.
ding, 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 ding. Next up, round 2.
Round 2, bro.
All right, y'all. So I know some of us have kids, some of us don't.
I'm the only one that
I know.
Singled out.
It's
Yeah,
all right,
saying?
bro.
It's all
No
good.
rush. You are not missing a thing.
I ain't tripping.
Anyway,
I do have a son. He got 4 legs though. You know what I'm saying? Roof.
shout out.
That's correct. You do got a son?
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
His name is Ziggy.
Shout out to Ziggs. We love
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Dog moms are awesome.
You can't tell me or him I didn't
So
birth
did
him.
you get him in a relationship?
No, he was gifted to me.
Shh, we working on it.
Cause I done seen that happen too.
What?
Like I've seen a birthday gift be a dog. They break up, and the dog is go with the girl,
Ooh.
1,000%.
and that's like ooh, you know, and then it's just that
It's
whole
a
thing.
lot.
Like it's like having a child with them
No, for sure.
or something.
Okay, so hear
That
me
would
out.
be a hard reminder though.
In
of the breakup.
co-parenting,
Oof.
can the baby dad and the baby mom co-parent without being sexual? You know that
Definitely.
saying. You know that saying. Oh, you can't stop having sex with your baby mom or your baby daddy. Like, do
Yes,
you
you
think
can.
that's true?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
absolutely.
totally.
100%. You think it's true?
Oh yeah.
And
me-
I'll tell you the
Oh,
method.
yeah.
The method
Not
is
it's a method. Talk
because
to
it
me.
is. Because the thing is, if you're in a situation as to where they're like living together, if it's like that situation, they trying to date, it's gonna get messy, obviously. But if there's a clear separation, like you could come to my place, there's no kids
to 'em, Will.
because
Okay.
they're way over there.
At her mama's
No, for
And you
sure.
come way over here,
Come to my house.
and catch this way.
But you
over
gotta think.
here.
I like it. But listen, from a girl perspective,
What's up?
because you're living with your baby mom, you think I'm supposed to just think, oh, y'all not doing nothing.
Oh no, it was crazy. So one time I was, and I know I should not tell this story at all. I'm gonna get so much hot water.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
juicy.
you sure you want to do this?
Right,
Yeah,
boil
whatever.
him up.
I don't
All right,
know.
let's
Turn the
do it.
heat up.
So
Reel 'em in.
This a
I was
juicy.
definitely hanging out with this one girl one night. It just happened to happen in a very particular way. That's where it was natural. Just be like, okay, you're who I'm hanging with for the rest of the night. There's no doubt about it. It's cool.
Okay.
Throughout the night, at
got
least
real.
every 30 minutes. It was like a grinding thing. It was great, but then she whispered in my ear. She grabbed my ear. She said, "You got 4 kids."
Ooh.
Oh.
Because 4
Was
kids
that
is
supposed to be
crazy.
a turn
I
on?
do.
4 kids is crazy. No shade.
No, it
before.
was not. It was a check. It was like she was
So she was
trying to
asking you
say
a
it
question.
out loud to herself to see if she still wanted to grind on top of me.
But she still did, didn't she?
She was still grinding.
She checked right
Yeah.
out.
We ain't gonna talk about
She
that.
said,
But-
she said,
At
forget
the
some
same time,
kids.
4 kids will tell you you're doing
But that's
something
the
right
thing,
in the
though.
bedroom. Is all I'm
But
saying.
are you
But
really
at
doing
the
something
same
right? You
time,
can't
like that is like that's
that
a
the
thing
right
that's
thing?
on her head. So I feel like there's always that pressure that is applied on the other individual. You know, we chilling. I know my situation. It is what it is.
No, for sure.
But
But it's
somebody
just
walking into it,
Especially
or-
if the person doesn't have kids, I think that's
It's a
a different
different type of
dynamic
energy.
too.
Yeah,
Two people
totally
with
just
kids
like-
coming together is
It's like we
different than one
understand.
person not having a kid.
because here's the other part of that story. Haven't really hit her up since because my kids have been taking a lot of my time.
I
And
mean, but
that's
she know
something
you
that
have
I
4
wanna
kids.
speak on as well, because coming from someone who doesn't have kids, and then I've only tried it one time trying to date somebody.
Not that I wouldn't want to speak to you, by the way. You're very pretty, and I really do enjoy your company. It's just things happen.
He has a
in
lot on
certain
his
kind of way.
plate.
But that gives to the thing a lot. Like a
It's
person
alright.
with kids has way more responsibilities and way less time. So not to say that the other person doesn't have a life or this and that, but they have way more open time that they want to share with their partner that
Yeah.
partner doesn't mutually have. And it kind of
Exactly.
feels like you can easily be put on the side
When kids
line
come
or the
first at the
side
end of the
burner
day.
because
Yeah.
and obviously you would want that because you know what I'm saying, to not be a good parent is
turn off.
unattractive as a person that you're dating anyway, but to also feel like you're not, on the scale of a priority it does
It's
play.
worrying.
It does play a part. It
Because now
plays
I'm
a
thinking
big
like,
part.
are you going back to baby mom? It's like I'm not saying every guy.
I wasn't even talking about the baby mom part.
Yeah, we just talking about.
But
the
just
kid
like
part.
just the kid part. Like
Just
say y'all are
even,
completely.
well, I don't date guys with kids.
You don't need it.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't think I will. I tried it. I didn't have the best experience, but I'm not the type of person that
She's not
closed
fully
minded.
against it.
Yeah, like
'Cause
I'm
if the
not
right guy
just
come
shut off,
along-
closed minded.
And show you something. Like if people even tell me that, like the right guy come along and he got a kid, it's just like he really probably could be, but it's just like I don't want to deal with the mother.
It comes with baggage, and I don't mean to say it in
Yes,
like
it's
that's not a
baggage.
bad term, but it is coming with more than what I'm coming with. I also just I don't always think it's always about, do you still deal with the baby mom? That's not always the main aspect of it. Sometimes you can have trust that they're not dealing with each other, but again, the time that you have,
Because
we're not building the same way. You have to be patient.
Well, I mean, like you think about it like this too, like
say 7.
Because here's where I
gotta
understand
be
Morgan's
7
point
and
at. It's the idea of
gotta be a
like
big
you
kid.
want to
You
hang
gotta be
out
able
and
to
do
tell
like a
myself
lunch
I'm
date,
shit.
get the bottle of wine, have all that good time, but I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta pick up my kid at like 3:30.
But
So
listen,
it is what
though,
it is.
but if you got a person that respects that and can move around your time, then what's the problem?
You just have to have time.
The person has to accept the fact that you have kids. I mean, 4 kids is crazy, but you do got people that accept it, like, or vice versa. You got guys that will step up to the plate with a girl that got all these kids and not care, like.
Let me ask you this, Will. Do you feel like dating a woman right now, do you feel like you have the time to make for her?
Absolutely not. And I ain't gonna hold you. That's just only because of money. That is the only reason why. As if people really happen to get their stuff together, then what happens is you have a community. You have somebody like the babysitter or whatever
The village.
who allow the village.
The village. You
They
need a village,
allow
baby.
you to be yourself. They allow you to kind of go out and be that adventurous person in the world.
1,000%.
Still keep yourself and all that. Other than that, you got to pay for that village.
But I think
So,
people
it
have
is
to
what
be
it is.
honest with themselves if they have it all together. Like, don't try and date or step into something if you don't have all your ducks in a row over
Nah, for
here.
real.
Do you know what I'm
but
saying?
if you got it together, then
Right, then by all means, exactly.
means,
And I
you
think
do.
that shows the difference. If you
Run
have
it.
it together, then you do have time to make, and then it's about if that person accepts that amount of time or not. But I think a lot of people need to kind of self-evaluate and check, like, do you have the time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you have the commitment?
Are you available to give me that emotional
support?
Like,
Or are they being greedy because they only feel like they're going to meet you this one time right now?
Exactly.
And they don't know when they're going to run into you again. And if they happen to find themselves in a situation as to where you are not talked to for 2 weeks, then you're gone.
But it's also unfair to not meet that person's needs. If you know you're not meeting that person, and that's where
Then
I
what's
feel
the
like
point?
my situation when I tried that is just like I'm not being fulfilled. So at what point do I say this isn't going to work for me? And it's not that I'm
and
against
it's
your
not being
situation
selfish either at all. But you gotta have a balance. If you really
But
want
I'm
to deal with
not going to
somebody,
be on the back burner. Like then I'm feel like I'm neglecting myself because I'm in a relationship and I don't feel like it's mutual. Like where is my time exactly?
100%. And your needs should be being met in your relationship. 100%. I do think someone with a child could meet your needs as your
Right,
relationship.
having it all together, right? That would
yeah,
be
it just depends on the person and the character. Like
100%.
that's all.
But in regards to having sex with your baby mom, like I think you could immediately stop if you wanted to. Like
If you wanted to, when you got people that do.
Definitely like when you have, I don't know, like some people be having kids by accident and stuff, but when you definitely like had a baby with this person and y'all wanted it to work so bad and it didn't, whatever broke it, and you know that kind of touches on another thing, like who says when it's broke, but whatever broke it, it'll break it so bad you'll be like, I'm
Done with you.
good.
I'm done with you.
I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to. You know what? You've hurt me too deep. Too deep.
But sometimes you double back. You double back sometimes.
It's okay. Hold on. The way you say that almost says that there is experience in the field that you know on a personal level.
Oh no,
that
I
you-
am a mother.
This is way back. Obviously, we're not
I'm a
talking
mother.
about it now. We're
No,
not
for
trying to
sure.
shame you or anything of that nature, but
Well, listen, I'm grown. Number one.
Yeah, she done double back.
Okay, I didn't double back a few times, okay? But no,
Lord.
you really just like, it's just so crazy because girls be like, oh, I'm done. When you keep saying you done, you're not done. When you literally
Absolutely
just break
not.
silence and just literally just move on, that's when you're done. When you literally fed up, have nothing to say. And it took a very long time. But I would never let my baby dad touch me again.
See, and that's the point I'm talking about. The double back portion, that exists when like you're still like
It's
I
fresh,
can
like,
see the vision.
I might
Like,
see
we
it,
was
it's
supposed to-
potential
we was
here.
supposed to- We was supposed to be here, and I saw forever, and I still haven't let that forever go.
It's the illusion that you make up in your
more
head.
and more and more.
Exactly.
To be
That's what you
like,
make
all
up in your
right.
head.
It's like I was telling Will because I don't know if I was telling Will, but I was telling somebody like when you listen to so much music, like I don't know if a lot of y'all friends do music, but when you listen to a lot of music and you really want to like it, but it's not the best music, you start to doubt your ear. You start to be like, I just don't know if I got the ear. It's good to
I
me,
don't think
but,
that.
But the world,
No,
For the
I think
record,
it's trash.
I've never
trash.
heard him say that ever. And there's a reason why he gave that discretion. Anyway.
100%.
I mean, hey, you like what you like. You can't force it.
Right. I lost my point too.
It's cool. I'm gonna gain you back. I'm gonna roll you in.
Yeah, I was just saying like sometimes you doubt yourself, but you can definitely trust your gut for sure.
Trust your gut.
Yeah.
Always trust your gut, but sometimes your gut, can it be wrong? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe again, maybe again.
Your gut?
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about music? Or are we talking about the relationship
Relationship
aspect?
aspect.
Because I just feel like you
Relationship
have to just, it takes a little bit and maybe longer for women to grieve the illusion and the future plans you had. Because women start from the rip. Like, we
Soon
see
as I
the
meet
future.
you, I'm already-
We see this, we see that. And I also think that's why a lot of girls rush into it and kind of like dive into it a little heavier because we're already on that, what we see with the potential rather than staying in the moment with where it's at.
We're thinking 5
building
years
and
in. Y'all
growing.
thinking the next 5 minutes.
So I think that doubling back also
Yeah.
plays into you haven't really let that go. You still
Right.
see the potential, this
Right.
and that, this and that.
Right.
But once you finally do decide, like, I've had enough,
Yeah.
I'm tired,
Yeah.
then
And
you're
it just-
able to finally,
It
break
takes
that
however
off.
time. Like, it's no limit on getting over somebody or your baby father, your baby mom. Like, if you really want to move on, you will. And that's just what it is.
Honestly.
That's it, and
But
that's
once
all.
you do move on, which is my point,
It's typically clipped.
it's done so. But
Ain't nothing cut that
And
out.
you definitely don't have to have sex with your baby mom ever again because you've moved on. But
Hold on though,
Yeah.
because you got some girls that be crazy over the baby dad when the baby dad don't want them. So it's like, I'm not saying it's always the guy, because some girls really just can't let go, or when they see the baby dad is getting treated perfectly by the girlfriend, oh, now it's a problem. Now you can't see your
Yeah.
kid, but if I mess around with you and I do this and I do that, now I can see my kid. Now you could be friendly. It don't work like that, baby. He don't want you. He
Nah,
don't
you
want
right.
you.
You also
You're right.
never know what the baby dad is actually telling the baby
This is
mom.
also true. It's like,
You
it's always three sides to a story.
know.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It can be you out here
Nah,
dating
nah.
this and that, but is he at home telling her,
I've
"Give me
seen
some
this.
time. I'm working on myself, but we gonna get back." Like, what are you
Whole time you
alluding
at home
to
playing
her?
house.
See,
Yeah.
that sound like a lack of trust, and also sound like the communication at home is
For sure.
lacking.
Listen, one time I had my first fight with a baby mama, and that just made me never deal with a guy with kids ever again.
Right. And I
So,
feel you
yeah.
on that one.
Atlanta is Atlanta. We gonna let Atlanta be Atlanta.
Okay.
What are you saying? Atlanta
Right.
is different from other
Like-
states. What like?
There's still that
elaborate
30
on
to
that.
1 ratio we talked about in the first podcast.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like,
Okay. I feel you, but I feel like, it's easy.
So overall, we agreed that you can stop being sexual, and majority vote
for
that it's the girl that ends it.
I don't know.
I don't know about the girl
yeah,
either,
like,
but
you know
again,
what I'm
just like the
saying?
beauty definition,
I'm a firm believer
it
that I am a
is-
girl and I ended it.
I just feel like that's personal for your situation, but just
cool.
like anything else, it really is circumstantial.
No,
I
for
feel
sure.
like there's a
Everybody's
lot
different.
of things that you just can't categorize as just rock solid, black and
Because
white.
some
this
girls are
and that.
crazy, and
Like,
a guy probably was like, "Listen,
you
I'm
know
done
what
with
saying?
you."
Like,
Right.
whereas one situation a dude could, yeah, absolutely not, and then 3 next situations could be, oh, they're still totally involved with their baby mom, but it's just like that doesn't speak for a
Everything.
collective. I just
Yeah.
don't think not too much of anything is just black and white.
Right. Nothing. In
But
life
you do
is
have your
black
good ones
You know
out there,
what
and
I'm saying?
that goes for girls and guys. Like I don't think everybody is crappy at being in relationships or learning to love or just being real and honest. It's just a selective few.
There you go, Jay.
That's
It's
all.
a journey no matter what.
And I do appreciate Jay saying that 100% because a lot of times we have our bad experiences
And we just
generalize that everybody is bad
Yep.
at dating. Everybody is
1000%.
bad at parenting and dating. Everybody is sleeping with their baby mom or their baby
Whole
father,
time they not.
or will slip up and do it because that's your perspective, and I totally get it.
Or
because I
experience.
can only see things from my experiences and my perspective.
Exactly.
But I do try to keep an open mind.
keep
to
an
see,
open
you know
mind
what I'm
going
saying?
into your next situation because of course you have a past, but you don't want that to reflect on your situation, your next future, because it could be totally different.
100%.
Don't put
But that's
that
why people
trauma.
say you need
Yes.
to heal when you
But
have
listen,
a
that's
relationship.
true,
A
but
lot
even
of
when you
people-
heal, you still healing within the process of learning somebody. Like,
No, but I'm saying like that's why you need to heal like the lack of trust. Like
Oh,
you know
no,
when
for
you end a
sure.
relationship because a lot of people
You need
bring
to
the
be
past
healed.
experience. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Not be healing while you getting to know
no,
me.
you're definitely healed.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
it's-
Because you
you're
can't
never
bring
fully
that
healed, I
because the
feel
other
like.
person does not want to deal
Yes,
with
you
all
can.
that.
Yeah,
You-
nah,
you,
it's-
you can give up that notion.
What was your notion, baby?
She said you can never fully heal. Yeah,
Nah,
yes, you
that's
can.
not. And I'm
And
not
the
saying
reason
you
why I
can't
say
meet
that is
somebody
because, like,
in your healing process.
fully healing, I just feel like if you're fully healed and you're moved on, why are you constantly bringing up your past and your next situation? You're not.
So look to that point.
But then that person isn't
It's
fully healed.
like look right here on my arm. This wound is fully healed. It does not affect me at all. But you can see the mark. It leaves a scar. That's why you bring it up because I remember this happened. And you should remember stuff that really hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
You should remember it so you can avoid that pain again. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I
you
just feel like
can't put
sometimes you
that
could be
on
triggered and
somebody
it just be like,
else.
damn, like your next situation can like trigger you for a second. It's just like, damn, like, all right, for that moment, like I felt it, like I'm healed, but it's
Right.
just like I still felt that,
Right.
like as if it happened again, type in that moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And honestly, like I think I don't want to put you on blast, but I think
Put me on blast. Go
Like,
ahead.
you and the person that I've seen you date, like y'all are communicating in a great way of communicating. Like,
1000%.
you know, I do got some trust issues, but I'm gonna communicate that I have them, and I
Right.
want you to do this for me to keep me. You
To
know,
work on it and make you
Right.
not have them,
Right.
but
There's
you
a
can't-
limit.
It's a limit because I can only do but so much. Because if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, you gotta lean a little bit too with me. You
Right.
gotta be
You have to
halfway.
trust
100%.
because if we're doing a relationship and we're in the beginning and we're doing so many things because of your trust issues,
Right.
that's setting up a tone that
Exactly.
I'm not willing to follow through the whole time.
That's why
Exactly.
Do you
need to
know
be
what I'm
healed
saying?
back to your-
Exactly.
You need to be. Their trust issues need to be resolved.
Yeah,
with you.
for sure.
I can trust whoever I love next. You need to.
And
affirm
honestly,
that
like
or
I said,
whatever.
when you go into something, as if when I meet somebody, I trust you. You did nothing wrong to me yet. Until you show me
Yeah.
that I
Exactly.
can't trust you,
Right.
we good.
Right.
We should be
Why do I
good.
think you're a liar? I don't even
Even
know
if
you.
I'm
$1,000,000%.
triggered, if I'm triggered, I feel like that's a self-reflection point, and you
Exactly.
can communicate that. But that's not
Exactly.
something I should put
Say
on
that.
you.
Exactly.
That's not
Okay,
something I
this
should
is
put
real.
on
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
You
We
know what
all
I'm
can agree
saying?
on this one,
A
without doubt.
thousand.
And I'm talking about Morgan hitting on so many things like left and right, but that triggering, identifying
It's a
what's
trigger,
really going on
yeah.
with
Yeah.
you is a big one. Like,
It is.
For sure.
So it's all about that self-work and stuff. Because
That's why it's
just like,
okay to just
really
be alone
not fair.
sometimes. You don't gotta jump into
Yeah.
nothing. Like people don't know. If you don't know how to be alone, you can't be with somebody.
right.
Okay,
And
I'm
that's
with
just
that,
generally
yeah.
what it
Right.
is.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
learn
Million
to love
times
on yourself,
over.
take yourself out on dates, do what you gotta do, make yourself feel good on your own. If you deal with somebody, that should be making you happier. You're already happy.
Yes,
But that person
like
is making
coming
you
together.
happier. Like
Right.
don't depend on somebody to make you happy. We're
And
not
that's
doing
what
that.
I was speaking on when Will was saying, like, are you, like, you got to check in. Are you ready for a relationship? I think people are so eager to
They want
have
the
that
love and
person
just the
and
look of
share
it,
it. But
like-
it's just
Yeah.
like, if you really take
It's
a
greedy.
step back,
Yeah.
are you ready for a relationship?
You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you ready to trust
Well,
somebody?
exactly.
Are you
Yeah,
ready to
maybe,
be that
yeah.
love? You know
But
what I'm
there's so
saying?
many
Because
pretty people
these
in this
people
world.
can't make you happy. A lot of people look for their partner to make them happy.
Listen.
Exactly.
And that's not their job.
Say that,
They're supposed to cater to that and add to
Add
that as a
value to it. Yeah.
contribution, but they are not supposed
But listen,
to.
I saw-
No, yeah, you gotta be happy on your own, and I'm learning that. I think coming out of
Yeah.
relationship that didn't really work, I'm just learning, like, as much as I thought that I wanted the relationship, you have to realize that when you're dating somebody, you're taking on what they have, how they handle things.
So
you know
y'all
what I'm
both
saying?
need to be happy.
Y'all both need to also know how to handle yourself.
100%.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
Morgan, you single or something?
She's on the market, but you gotta go through me first. So if you want her, talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta vet these dudes
But real quick
nowadays.
though, I saw this post and it said people tend to go after people for pleasure instead of purpose.
Right.
So it's just like when you're dealing with somebody, do you actually have a purpose with them to move forward, or it's just for the moment? Like you have to think about stuff like that. Okay.
Right. Absolutely. And speaking of that, because Morgan said another gym. Morgan's dropping gyms all day.
Bow, 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 bow.
I wanted to make a joke about booty, but I couldn't think of it.
Now we're going back to booty.
Yeah, like pirate booty dropping gyms, you know, but I couldn't tie it. but like she was like dang, I kind of lost my train of thought thinking about it.
It's all right. Take a second. Yeah. Take a breather.
But she was like, cause she said another thing. Oh yeah, like she was talking about like women start dating men and they have it all planned out in their head, and that made me think.
5 years, 5 minutes.
Like, do you think women are dating potential? You know, like or do they, you know, take where a man is and
so you have to, go ahead.
Oh, you sure? You sure? I'm just saying because there's a big thing in that, and a lot of girls don't grasp it, or they think they've grasped it, but it's just like, okay, my mama told me, when you're dating somebody, if they were to never change,
would you still want to be with them?
Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? And obviously you want somebody that grows, but you have to understand, and I know 1,000% just from friends, experiences, witnessing it myself personally, women are out here dating potential. You see a dude, you see what they can be, you create this illusion in your head, and the problem with the illusion is it's not reality. Mm-hmm. And it's
your dream. It's not even their dream.
Yeah, you guys aren't even in the mutual thing. And a lot of dudes are a lot more present than women. A lot of dudes are moving in what is happening now, where girls are not. And I think that's another part of the healing that you have to remember. Like, this is the moment. Like, you can't
live in the moment. Stop trying to like project what could be.
Oh, if he had his money together, then he would be perfect. So I'm dating him, this and that. Like, no, like, you know, and not just down to money, but it's just like different things, having it together. Like, he doesn't have it together now. You got to accept that he's working to have it together. You're trying to date him where you think he already has it together, and that isn't the case.
But some girls like that nurturing thing. Some girls like to uplift. Oh, I can do this. I can make him this. I can make him that. No, baby, he got to do it on his own.
Hey, make me some food.
You fall short every time.
And you're gonna fall short every time because when you put more, when you pour into this man and he not pouring into you, you just draining yourself. And it's just like, if he not gonna push it, because you do got some guys that are, damn, my girl really like, she putting in that work for me. Let me step up.
But he has to be there ready to put in that work too. It's a mutual thing. It's a mutual thing.
Meet me halfway.
Certainly ways in which a man can pour into a woman.
Boy.
But it has to be more than sexual.
Yes. Can you stimulate my mind? Can you teach me something? Can you lead?
Can you make me laugh? Because I can't be the only funny one in the relationship.
And I'm already hilarious.
You know what? I make these dudes giggle.
I ain't gonna lie. I make these dudes giggle. I do. Hey.
Because we do.
And do.
But look, to Will's point, I do just kind of feel like Slick. You could be slinging that thing and you'll be getting by.
Sometimes, because that's all that matters.
I can't. Yeah,
that's not all that matters.
Other experience, I can only speak from my experience, and sometimes if you, but to the dating potential thing, you know, I think men do it too. You know, like. You know, but obviously that goes back to sort of like the beauty thing. You see somebody extremely attractive, and you want them to be like that, and like that's what I was kind of saying about the ear when you listening. You kind of doubt yourself because you see them and really want them, but then they'll show you a blatant red flag, and you
ignore it because you think you at Six Flags
because you have it in your head what you want them to be.
Like, I want them to be
red flags be Six Flags.
Don't worry about that. He gonna start putting the seat down. He gonna stop, you know, and then or she, whatever, and that's like but when you see it, you got to be like, nope.
But who really ignores the first red flag? Be honest.
Huh?
Who?
That
Let's just
goes
be
to
real.
personal.
I
That
no, I
goes
get
to
that.
your
a little bit.
personal.
Red
But-
flag.
I don't think
Nah,
that's
nah.
that's a gender thing. I think that's like
No, that's
That's
everybody. Everybody goes through.
Everybody.
Everybody skips red flags.
But that's why I feel like people
That's
need
true.
to check in and really do a lot of self-reflecting and self-work
Yeah.
because it's just like generally when they show you the red flag, like you
Why are
should
you
have it
ignoring
in
it?
your head to cut. But a lot of
Because
people
they-
think that they've met their person. They
Yeah.
don't know when they're going to
They
meet
want 'em to
another
be their
person.
person so
So
bad.
And
bad.
who likes starting over?
So
Your
bad.
favorite color. Where you from?
I done already ate that Gucci. I gotta just ride this one out.
But you know, you end
perfect.
up
Yeah, they don't
miserable.
matter.
Everything. I love it.
Exactly. And that, and so that's why.
But I mean, we all recycle if you think about it. So
Oh, sure.
What?
When I say that, I'm
was
just saying, like-
baptized. I'm brand new.
you
Born again. Born again.
Yeah, stop playing. Brand new, fresh out the
I guess
water.
we are all new and improved.
When I eat out a plate, I don't eat out that plate like, oh, there's a 50 people that eat out this plate. I eat out that plate like it's brand new. I washed it.
you get about everybody's been washed.
Thank
You
you.
know that.
Thank you. We're washed. I took a shower. Okay, I'm brand each day.
Okay.
I shut down and woke up. I'm brand new.
I
This a
ain't
brand
mad.
new.
Talk
me.
to him. Talk to
Like,
him. Talk to
my
him.
mistake.
but I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who Morgan was dealing with.
Now
But
she want to come back my
they
girl.
had her looking within. She was working on still. She
baby.
like, I don't know what is it, but
Listen.
I'm gonna make sure it ain't me. Cause
My baby girl is good.
I'm telling you though, but when you're going through healing, typically you either attract where you're at, which is not where you want to be, and it's just like I don't know. But it really does take everybody a different path to realize they had enough. But I don't know.
Listen.
My last little situation, it definitely had me want to self-reflect because I'm just
Right,
like
what?
I'm not attracting what I think
What
I
I want,
deserve
yeah.
or need or want, and you gotta look within yourself. But it's also so hard to like look in the mirror and be like, because a person is your reflection. So a lot of times what you don't like in somebody is something that you
showing it.
either been in the past, your current, or you know what I'm saying, like still. So having to sit back and swallow like, do I do that? Like
Right.
I don't.
You do.
Poor communication. I attract poor communication dudes. So I gotta check in like, am I a great communicator?
Are you communicating? Are you
Wow,
telling? Are you saying how you
Morgan
really
been
feel?
working.
Do
Oh
I
my
really
God.
feel like I
She was-
communicate?
She was in the mirror like, is that a bump on my face?
Let me get rid of that real quick.
I
But
gotta
this
drink
goes. This
the
goes
water.
to say you literally sometimes have to go through. Not I want to say like a bad situation or a bad relationship, but sometimes you need
gotta
that
learn.
to kind of like just sit back and reevaluate your life. Okay, listen, this stuff keep happening. Is it me? Like, what can I work on to do better for my next situation or my next relationship? Like, how can I fix
Exactly.
myself? Because even my situation, like, I'm usually always the one like, oh, this man tripping. Like, he not doing what he's supposed to do. But now it's like the other way around. So it's just like, when you finally like just chill on your own and just focus on you, you will attract what you need, not what you want.
Big
So
time.
just really take that into heed and just know who you are, you know?
Big time. And touching on knowing who you are, and this my like I want to say two things.
Two things and that's it. Wrap it
All
up.
right. Touching on knowing who you are, and speaking again to another Morgan point, like I was just having a conversation that spoke to before you're ready to be interdependent, which is a partnership or a relationship, you must first be independent. And it brought me back to one of my favorite books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a must read if you haven't read it. But the first habits are personal habits because you must first be independent, it teaches, before you're prepared to take on another person. You must first identify your vision and how you plan on going about what you got going on before you can work with somebody else and go after something together. And I think like so many times, and I'm going to blow past this, so many times we're rushing right through our hormones, and the whole time we're chasing people because we're horny, and that's why we're choosing pleasure.
It's a bigger purpose.
We not even, like, we've been chasing people since we started feeling these feelings, and we've been dating, and you know what I'm saying, since I've been feeling this. So this is what all I've known until now. I can see clearly. It take a heartbreak sometimes to look hard in that mirror,
And
it
that's
takes
okay.
some stuff to look hard in that mirror.
All right, but anyway, so do y'all like clingy people? Like, is that a thing for you?
What does clingy even mean? What are you
Clingy
even
is
talking
mean
about?
in my skin. When I jump out, you jump in.
On my body. I love a dude on my body. But also,
Show
like,
me.
I want a dude to
Miss me.
know when I'm clingy, like know when I want clinginess. Like obviously you don't always want that, so be able to be so in tune with me that you know my
You already
moods,
know.
you know when I want space.
Okay. Are we just talking about like your time of the month not be clingy? Like what are
Not
we
even
talking
that, because
about?
I actually would want you to kind of be all over. But sometimes, you know,
That's-
you're in a mood where you really don't want to be touched. I don't know if other people experience this, but sometimes I just don't want to be touched. Like physical touch is my thing, but I always, you know, I don't always want you all over me. But then when I want you all over me, I want you
To be all over me.
And it's just like I respect space because I know dudes are sometimes different. They do need their space. You gotta have a dude like let you miss you, but. If I give you space, I'm gonna miss you, and I don't want to miss you. So
are
I'm
we
gonna be up
talking
on
about
it.
clingy or are we talking about space? Is it both?
I mean, technically, in a way, it's both because it's like I can give you your space. Like, of course, everybody needs their space, but too much space is like, do you really?
Are you really into
Are
me?
you really into me? You know, I'm not saying we got to be together 7 days a week, but we pushing about 3 or 4.
5 or 6.
5 or 6 if you really feeling me. But also, I gotta make sure we both on our grind and do what we gotta do. Let's miss each other. Let's go make that money and then we lay up and be cool.
And
Yeah.
to that point,
You know what I'm saying?
to that
Okay,
point,
please. All right.
I think what's that song?
Gemini. Big Gemini.
Man, I don't even know that. But
Big Gemini.
I think-
Most hate it.
I think
My ex was a Gemini.
like my love language being touch. I love a lot of affection, love a lot of attention. And to Jay's point, like naturally having motion is gonna have us doing things. Like I have friends, I have to go to the gym, I have to get this money.
I
These
have a
are things
life.
that are gonna make me say, baby, I'm gonna miss you. And I hope you're here when I get back.
Exactly.
Can't wait to get back
But
to you.
you know what I'm saying?
Especially if we both on a grind, like we both separate, then we come together. How was your day? How was your day? Yeah.
Everybody has something to contribute.
Yeah, we have
so
something to
yeah,
talk
too
about.
much under each other is gonna be like,
what I'm
well,
saying?
y'all don't have anything to talk about.
Exactly.
'Cause if you ain't up every day, you're not making no money.
Y'all gonna be like, yo, I need my space to
Can
eat
I
this
miss you?
plate and leave this
Yeah.
plate right here.
Exactly.
Without worrying about is you. Oh, she looking. I gotta stay clean.
Let me clean
Or
this up real
I
quick.
need to fart out loud, chilling, burp.
Oh my
whatever,
goodness.
And like,
Would you
not
be
worried.
mad if your girl fart around you?
Not me. I don't. Cause
How do you feel about that, Will? You
Not
think?
me.
Okay. Would you fart around your man, Morgan?
Not in the beginning. I don't. Not in the beginning. But once we
We
comfortable
do.
being goofy, like you know what I'm
We gotta
saying.
hit that limit.
Yeah, like once we definitely get into like the little goofy
How
side.
many
we
giggles
can
does
do.
it take
I can
for
tell
the
her
gentleman
stink. You know what I'm
before
saying?
you're like, fart
she gotta
worthy?
know you. Her.
You know, because dudes be funny and dudes be goofy, at least the ones I mess with. So it's just like dudes will just kind of like fart and then like, you know, laugh about it around you. Or like I've been with dudes where like they will fart under the covers and then put me under the cover
Or
like
put your whole
funny.
hand under there like,
so if like
man.
you on that tight time, then it's just like eventually I
cool.
might hit you back with one back. And
So
then
you're
we both
saying
bust out
like
laughing.
when the cheeks come open, your cheeks come open. Is that what
You're so nasty.
is that what you're saying?
I'm not following the term.
But that
And he's-
falls
he's
under the
being-
line of being clingy. Like
come
stuff
on,
like that
man.
make you
The
clingy.
cheeks.
Yeah, and then like yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I'm having a hard time. So what you're saying is when the cheeks,
Cheeks come
open.
They come open.
Well, I don't want to fart while you're like
I mean, it's not a natural
down
thing.
there.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying. That
It's
might
so
be.
natural.
it is, but not naturally just to fart. Like even when we're out in public, we don't
Yeah,
just.
is that exactly? Is
Like
that,
our first sleepover, like I'm not just gonna walk around the house like.
Is it?
Yeah, nah,
honestly,
nah, nah.
And I'm not
That's might be a
That's
bit,
lame.
that might be a bit much.
Like honestly, like that's the space that people be needing to like feel like they can just do whatever.
I should be your safe
without-
space. You should be able to just do whatever around me. You should be comfortable. Like when you go outside and it's like you have this mask of like, okay, I gotta
Right.
act this way, do this. But when you
Right.
get home, when you get under me, you can be whatever you want to be, baby.
Exactly.
But it's never that.
Be
and that's
you.
why-
Nah,
No,
That's
it
the,
can't
no,
be
no,
that.
no.
It
That's the
can't
one
be
when you
that.
choose.
It can be that.
can be that.
It
Because
can-
I will let you be
Right.
that.
And when it's that, you don't need no space. You don't.
'Cause you where you wanna be.
Clingy ain't a thing. Cause
It ain't a thing, but
this
that
is
shit get
our
right.
safe space from the rest of the world.
Yes.
Like we go out, we dealing with people, we dealing with our customers, dealing with our clients,
Our
dealing with
job, not making no
whatever-
money,
You
all
know,
that.
whatever the case, when we come together,
making the
we
noise
can be
crazy.
vulnerable, we can be real, we can
Okay, they'll
talk
be
about
making
it.
But
no money.
vulnerable and real doesn't necessarily mean clingy. Like sometimes you have days where y'all want to like fall asleep locked in like a pretzel in the beginning, and like you're not even comfortable. And then other times like you just want your leg touching,
But
like just let me
listen,
know you
even
there.
just
You know
being
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
same
But I
room.
don't need you
Comfortable is
like
crazy.
you don't be comfortable in the beginning. You be
that's
trying to make
never-
it
You know
nice
for a
and
fact, y'all be like this the first 5 minutes. After that, y'all separate, but y'all still cool. But it's just like I'm not gonna be with you tight all night while we sleep.
I'm not even. I don't even want. We shouldn't start off that way.
Yes, we should. I gotta get comfortable. I gotta go to sleep first.
You better lock me in.
Tight and right.
I gotta go to sleep first. Then you can get off me.
Yeah.
No, once you in your sleep, you kind of eventually. But when you wake up, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night, if you just got him, you wake up and he pull you close.
I'm definitely.
You a sweater?
Nah, I was.
Because that's the reason to let go.
That's why I keep.
You be getting hot. He be getting hot.
If I get real hot, I'm sweating. I'm not trying to get too crazy hot in the sheets. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what?
Fan on. Some people don't like the fan on. Different things.
Yeah,
whatever
I like
the
cold.
case is.
I need it cold because I don't make it through cuddle. That's the cuddle. What? That's
What y'all mean by cold?
I need my heat on 82.
When it's nighttime, I want to be bundled in covers. I don't care if it's 97 degrees outside.
So what is your thermostat on?
Well, it's different during the day versus night. At night, I need it like 68.
Oh, I knew it. How I told her.
I need it 68.
Yeah, she needed in there.
Because at 72 degrees, my body naturally wakes up at
Hold
night.
on. Since I got her on my same camera, 74.
At
night.
74, I'm still cold.
What?
I need my heat on 82.
Oh,
82.
And I don't care.
gross.
That's
I
a
like
leg
to be
out
hot.
cover. I'm dying.
What are your showers at? 120 degrees?
Now listen, when it comes to the shower,
with her at
She can't be imagining. I'm finna
excuse me, y'all talking trash?
Wait till you go to sleep. Nah, baby.
No.
I'm over here hanging out of the
Have you ever
covers,
even tried to be
trying to
in
get the
82 weather?
fan,
I
trying to
can't
get the
even-
fan on me,
Like,
until I
babe.
can get the comfortable breeze to put me to sleep.
And don't touch me. It's 82 degrees in here.
Y'all sound like some real haters, and you never even slept in 82 degree weather in the crib, so you don't know how it
82
feels.
is what you leave it on when you take a trip. And you not there for 7
She
days.
said, I slept in there. That's my grandma's house. She don't got the central AC.
Listen. Anyway,
we got the window open with the
Anywho,
fans, and we figured it out.
I like it hot. But yeah, no, for real though. But listen, sometimes even you don't even gotta be touching your partner. Like we could be in the same room and I'm okay. We don't gotta talk the whole time. As long as you're in my presence and I just see you, we good.
100%.
You could be playing a game. I could be on my phone. Like it could be anything, but I'm
play the
near
game?
you.
In that space
play the
too.
game. Hey,
Like I'm
chilling, I'm
upstairs
watching.
doing my
Does he
hair
play
and
the
you
game?
downstairs playing the game.
Does he
Like
play the game?
Does he play the game?
whatever you want.
Something about y'all guys when y'all play the game. Even my son at
Y'all
8 years
don't be
old,
putting-
y'all take it so y'all be
It's so
yelling.
serious.
I'm gonna do a
Y'all be
lingo
going
crazy.
so crazy.
Don't even point at me talking about video games.
Oh, you don't play games?
Honestly, I don't. I'm a competitive
I'm
player,
really surprised that you say that,
so I
'cause
like to
that's
play,
rare.
Like, if somebody want to play against me, like I come over here, play with Will, I try to beat Will.
Okay, so you don't like
And
playing
you
by
lose.
yourself?
I'm not a story mode guy. I'm not a
Okay,
Warzone,
sit in
but-
the drawing like
Yeah,
Call of
I ain't gonna-
Duty.
just to touch in on them guys, they're not playing by themselves.
I know they're playing with other
connected
people.
online
For sure.
and they play with their squad.
But they be so y'all be like my
Bro, they be-
son
they be
at
dead.
8 be in there
You gotta
fearless.
be.
What is y'all doing?
You gotta
When
be.
they cheating, bro?
You gotta be.
Breathe.
You gotta
No, breathe.
Your life is on.
No, it gets
And
serious.
honestly,
Correct.
If
That's
you
correct.
if you really want to play
And
them
your son's
shoot-
right,
them
too.
shooting games to the maximum,
You gotta
like
lock in.
you gotta lock in. Like you are going to die if your player dies.
Okay.
Like you
Copy.
gotta be in there. I gotta have my head on the swivel. I can't run out there. I gotta fly. I gotta just somebody shooting. I
It's
gotta.
no pass
But
the
I'm
remote.
telling-
It's
I'm
no
trying to tell
telling
you,
your
I'm talking about you
story.
gotta lock in for. You gotta hear everything. Like I'm telling you, they got the settings.
They be
got
lit.
bro, you
It's
gotta
real
get the
life.
It's real life.
I'm talking about.
That's
you're
valid.
in
I believe
there,
you.
Heart beating, and the closer you are to that, the better you're gonna
I
play.
feel like a bonding moment where people is like when guys do play the game and the girl's just chilling right there, like like
Legs around you.
Yeah.
Laying
100%.
across you for sure.
it's a vibe.
Yeah, hear my heartbeat jump. Hear my heartbeat jump right out my chest. It's gonna go right out.
But I feel like that plays in a space, like having your own life, like being able to do other things outside of me. You know what I'm saying?
You should be able to do
Like,
things without your partner. I'm not saying it got to be everything,
Right.
but just still have a you. I know you're with somebody, but you still have to
you
have
can't make
a
that
you.
your life.
Right.
I like making music
Right,
with
100%.
ladies.
And
Like-
honestly, that goes back to the independent, being first independent,
Yeah,
having your own dreams thing, and then also like I said, when you got motion, when you doing your thing, like your partner is an addition. They like
Adding
they
value.
They lifting your business up. They
Supporting
working in,
you.
and
Yes.
then when they helping, and then you can help back.
It's pouring, you
it's
pouring.
That, and it's that type of thing. And another thing is that I feel like in like creating that safe space with your partner where you can just be chilling comfortably.
you.
There's a trust of love, and this is, you're not here to judge me or hurt me, and you really do care about me, and I believe you. And when you create that space, it's no space that you want to be in other than that space. You know what I'm saying?
Because now you're going through your day
right.
like, damn, I really can't wait to get to her or him. Because it's just like, I'm going to feel comfortable. I can relax.
That's my peace. That's where I'm going to find my, oh, you know exactly what I'm going through. We going through this together, and we have the same outlook on life and everything. It's like, it's nothing more magical.
Because y'all going for a purpose and
communication and reassurance.
And that also brings us to a thing here, right? So, like, isn't that the idea that a little bit of space is required?
It's necessary, not to
it's
certain,
required for sure,
not to a certain extent, but you need that space to recollect your thoughts by yourself.
Right.
Know what's going on within yourself. Then you be like, all right, back, we bouncing back. We seeing what's good with each other.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
To that point, like when you're independent, you find that space. You create it.
It's a part, you need to keep
part of
it.
your routine. You know, like, okay, if your person wakes up at 7:30, you know, I wake up at 6:30. Brush my teeth and have my time alone, have my coffee
before they get up.
And now
that's your moment.
When they wake up, I'm ready to receive, and we ready to do
it together.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got to.
But also, you have to know to respect your partners when they need space.
Right.
Regardless of how you feel at that moment, maybe they just need a second. But as you learn your partner, you'll know like, okay, bet they just really just need to be alone. I know they love me. I know they need me. But at this moment, let me let them rock out.
Exactly. And you should be able to rest in peace. Knowing
but don't get mad because they don't want to be around, but it's just like accept that it's not you, but it's just like damn.
So let me ask
that is a part.
So look, like as a general thing, then like what is your space at the moment then? Like what does that entail? Like do you need a time alone to do what? Like
I feel like for me,
beyond work,
I don't need space necessarily because we work. We have two different lifestyles. We have two different schedules. So it's like the moment where we both have time, we here with it. Like it's like we don't have that time to lay up every day, which is cool because I don't want a guy that's laying up, and I'm pretty sure he don't want me laying up every day. He want me to go make my money, just like he do. So it's like when you got that partner where it's like y'all understand, okay, this is our purpose. We're not doing this for pleasure. Now we can really like go what we gotta do, but then come together and build that together.
100%.
But I gotta get right, he gotta get right, then we can get right together.
That also takes good communication and reassurance.
Oh, you ain't lying.
So you know what I'm saying? But
that's the
so shout out to him. You know
what I'm
saying?
That's the root good communication. She was trying to clean it first. But look.
Hold on now.
Nobody knows.
No. But let's get into it though, because I was talking about this earlier. Like, do y'all believe in dating and dating intentionally is two different things?
Yeah.
1,000%.
Thank you.
Dating intentionally is actually here, where dating is just kind of feeling, testing the waters.
But if I'm dating you intentionally, we sat down, we informed each other that we're only talking to each other. We're seeing where this goes. If I'm dating, I don't got to tell you nothing. I can do what I want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, 1,000%. But communication, people need to see, like, if you lack that, though, you don't know where the other person is coming from. Yeah. That leads for assumptions.
So what you're saying is that it's more of like, it's a tryout thing then. Is that what you're saying?
When you're dating, it's the date, it's a tryout. Because I can date multiple people at a time.
For sure. But if we sit down and say that we're not dating other people, like then that's a different ball game. But you have to. But you can't just assume that. Like a lot of people, I feel like even go a certain amount of time and then assume that, and it's just like that's where they get on different pages because they're not communicating.
I'm not going to assume I'm your girl.
Communication too. Like when you communicate properly, the expectation is clear. Nobody's confused. Nobody's confused about what's going on.
When you set the boundaries and the rules right then and there, I can't expect to feel this way when you already told me what it was.
Right.
But people cannot read minds. A lot of people be thinking they're giving off these signals or cues, and the other person's supposed to pick up on it, and it's just like, well, you didn't really express that. So you think that because you did this and this, they're supposed to know this and this, but how?
But actually speak louder. Okay, let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with somebody, say if you're dating or whatever, do you feel the need to either say, hey, can you be my girlfriend, or just immediately think we just supposed to know I'm your girl?
Oh, you better ask.
That's a great question.
Even before I touch on that one, because clearly you should ask. I mean, why? But I want to say to that one.
You got people that don't though.
You touched on something. That if I'm assuming, that is your mind making up something.
That's not even probably factual or anything like that. It's
Well,
an
there's
opinion.
no truth to it because
it's an
you
opinion.
don't know.
It's like a premonition. Like I think this is this from all of my experience and everything I know. I think this is this, and if you don't confirm your assumption, that is all it is.
That's what it is.
It's technically a lie
And then you're
until
gonna
it's
run
the
with
truth.
it.
It's truly
You're gonna run with
technically
it.
a
You're gonna
lie.
run with it.
And then people take it personal, and it's just like the whole time it's not even the case.
It's not even a lie. It's like a theory, like a hypothesis. Like this is the
Like,
educated guess.
this could possibly be it.
I think this. You know what?
This could be
I
it.
think this is this because of this and this and this.
But it really holds no weight. But think about how many assumptions of like affect people.
did
Like it
things.
has an impact.
Exactly.
It
Oh, I
has an
assume you
impact.
had attitude. I assume you cheat, so I'ma cheat. You
Exactly.
just assuming what? You don't have no facts. You don't know what's going on.
And it's hard to confront people. It's hard to
Oh, yeah.
have
Yeah,
those hard
yeah.
conversations.
Ooh, but here's this.
know?
A
'Cause
lot
if
of
it's
people
real,
take
then it's
direct.
like, ooh.
A lot of people take being direct and just, you know, as confrontational.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
What
I'm just
about
being
that?
real
Yeah,
with
they
you.
A
do.
lot of people think, you know, expressing your feelings and stating things are an argument when
Because
really
people
you're
are
just
not used
like,
to people are not used to like coming to them like this is what it is. Like so it's just like some people be like, hold up, like you come no, I'm just being
I'm
real
just
with
not
you, baby.
beating around the bush.
I'm just telling you. And
I'm
honestly,
blunt.
and honestly, like you talked about, like when you come to somebody straight up and you tell them, they have to take that look in the mirror and say, "Oh, you said what? I did that." That's hard. Like
Right.
like,
And that's reflection.
And instead
You
of
have to- yeah.
And you
doing
don't
the
wanna
look,
acknowledge it.
they'll get upset.
Because the first
They
stage is
will.
denial.
Somebody said something about like anger is the cloak that like something wears the most.
Where you going with this?
I forget. It was. I think. It
Well,
was
when you
TD
forget,
Jakes.
come back. I mean,
But
when
yeah, like people, they get upset when you tell them to like take responsibility for your actions.
People don't like
Accountability.
accountability.
And
Nobody wants
now
to
I'm
hear
calling
that.
you out, and somebody be like,
Don't get me wrong though. Accountability is very hard. We all take a part. I feel like and just owning it. Like, damn, okay, I messed up. Okay, damn, I could have did this differently. Okay, I don't always have to act this way. Like, it's just you know what I'm saying.
Like, what did I do in this situation that could
Because
have
it's
been
not going
different?
to always be the other person.
Right, exactly.
Believe it or not. As much as you think you always right, it's sometimes where it's like, damn, Jay, okay, you sit this one out, baby. It's cool.
But I agree
Take it
in
on the
not
chin.
making people wrong. I think a lot of people are like black and white things. Like, oh,
Because
this
sometimes
was
we both
wrong.
could be, we both could be
This
right.
was
We
right.
just have different perspectives.
But it's also just like there's just always things you can do differently. It's important not to make yourself wrong because some people always fault themselves when they didn't do anything wrong, and they always point, or some people always point the finger. But it's just more so like, okay, it might not be necessarily wrong, but that's how you handled it. This is how
'Cause I
I
could've
handled
did it
it.
differently.
And how could we have handled it better? How could it have been better? So wrong
And that's just
is
all
you know what I'm
communication,
saying?
like-
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I when you just said that, I wanted to like get on you, like you know how you handle it is how you handle it. Nothing is necessarily wrong, but I do feel like right and wrong exist. And
Right
like,
and wrong does
Exactly.
But
exist.
sometimes
Exactly.
certain
People
situations
can't-
can be like, damn, this like say if you had to do something like get to a street. Okay, you could have went this way, but you also could have went that way. And no, it was no wrong. You both got to the destination, but it was two different ways you could have did it.
Right.
Also, like,
Right.
people can
And that's,
only
like,
move
alternate.
based
That's
off
like-
of what they
that's
know.
Another path. That's not like right or wrong.
But that's what I'm
like-
saying. Like,
But
people,
that's- yeah.
you can only move off of what you know. So the whole point in relationships also is to like teach each other things and
You
put
gotta
each
mold
other
them
down
into how you want them to be.
So it's just like if y'all are teaching each
Who?
other something.
No. Who supposed to mold who?
I didn't say
Hold on now.
mold. I
Who
didn't
supposed
Because
to
you
say
can do it both
mold.
ways. When I say mold, I mean if I'm dating you and
Right.
you know nothing about me, I'm teaching you how I want to be, catered, how I want to be
Right.
treated. Because the
Right.
last girl could have been totally different, baby.
Right.
I don't like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna mold you into how I want you to be.
Right.
Yeah.
100%. See,
But
I-
they
all right.
should also be
I'm a-
picking
I get
up
what
and
you're
learning
saying.
you
Okay,
because
when
that's
you say
also how
gonna
you
mold
carry
him how you
yourself.
wanna be, I'm like,
Because there's certain things it's like
Yeah.
I might want to,
Yeah.
you know,
Love me
alter.
like I
Because you
like
want to
it.
alter
Yeah.
some things about
Right.
me. Like,
Right. I'm
But
tell you
that
how I
goes
like to
into
get
what
my
they
love.
know. So if they've only dated certain type of girls and they behave in a certain way that is right for what they know, that
But it's
doesn't
not
make
right for
them
me.
wrong.
Yeah.
So it just
You have to
makes
learn a new
them
person.
to have to, okay, how can I handle this for this person? That's why I said like to point the finger always. Like there's right and wrongs in the world, yes.
That's why we're
but
saying-
everything is in black and white. You can't fault somebody for doing what they know out of what they
'Cause that's
know.
what they're
But check
used
this
to.
out. But check this out. To that point right there, like it's not wrong that they are handling you the same way from their own perspective and experiences, but it's wrong that they're not listening to you.
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
But
We're
I'm saying like
that goes
ag-
into communication of
Right.
expressing yourself. So
Exactly.
now if I've now told you that
What's
this is how
going
this
on.
makes me
Right.
feel and this is how I would like it. Now, granted, it's not Rome built in a day, but if
Right.
you're not working
better
to
see
do
progress.
anything different, or you're still treating me the same way, and now I'm repeating myself on simple things that you should have already been like, oh,
Right.
I'm gonna pick this, I'm gonna fix this, like da 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 da.
You know
then
what
it's
those are
just
called?
like
Red
yeah.
flags.
Right,
That's a
and
big
that's
red
the
flag.
sound again. Like, is that dating potential again? Like, is that dating somebody who
Not that-
who needs to get
No,
that-
because when you're meeting somebody,
If
it's
it's
not more so
repetitive.
potential. You don't know me, so it's just like that's just in the process of learning somebody. More so potential is like I see what you could become, opposed to like actually knowing who I am. Like,
Right.
it's just I just feel like that's a difference.
But you can't knock somebody off for getting how to treat you wrong if it's not like bad. It's just like if it's a
Just
preference
different ways, the
thing, then
purpose
it's
of
just
doing
like you might
things.
have to, you know what I'm saying, kind of shift
The
their
last
view
girl
or this
didn't
and
like
that. They can't
flowers.
assume.
I like
so
flowers.
you might have never got your girl flowers. Whole time you want flowers. Well, if your dude doesn't know you like flowers, I mean, some girls do expect guys to just automatically know, and it's just like you do have to be expressive. And it's like I like this, I want
But
this.
some guys
Because it's
already
based
know
off of
though.
the
Right,
history.
and that's what
where
I
it's
want to,
like,
and that's
because
where I
it's
want
like,
to touch on. Like,
you got guys that already know that.
when you're
You
dealing
do.
with like, okay, like the times that I've experienced like that crazy love, it snuck up on me. It was like it just clicked so perfectly. It happened so beautifully. It was like I didn't have to want them to do anything. I didn't have to think about
It
that.
naturally,
You know,
genuinely felt good to do.
Exactly. Everything like we did, our love languages, how we moved, the people we loved before, and like all of that, who we came together to be, it was perfect. Like I saw no flaw. You know what I'm saying?
alignment, yeah.
I didn't have to coach her. Like,
Because it's naturally just happen. Like you
know
don't,
what I'm
you don't
saying?
gotta coach. Like don't get me wrong, you have to teach a person, but
Expressing what you want
some
isn't
people have
coaching.
naturally in them to just. I know what I gotta do. I don't need a manual.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna observe, and then I'm
But
gonna know
that
you.
goes into that. But it's just like you got to take the time to learn and observe and
course,
talk.
what
So
we saying
y'all,
is-
the chemistry that you're explaining, I'm sure y'all had great communication and y'all picked up. She might have heard something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about everything. She now sees that
she
you're the
writing down
type to
notes.
like this in this situation. Da, da, da. So when it's her time to do. Oh, I'm gonna do that, and then everything aligns. So it takes a very intuitive partner for it to have great
right.
that
chemistry.
too, but also
right.
it's just quality a quality person as well.
Right.
It's just certain people have it, certain people don't. Like we
Exactly.
know when we with
100%.
a guy, we going all out. We doing stuff. We picking up stuff. We see something we like.
That's
They
who
like
you
like
are.
that's
For
just
sure.
who we are. But
Because
you got
we're
people that
learning
will
them.
but not even just learning, baby. It's just that's naturally who we are.
Exactly.
We don't even have to know a guy, and we already like, damn, they would like
That's
this.
how I
would do
move.
this for
But
them.
I also
Right.
feel like that's all. But you can't always put how you are on certain people. Don't
no,
get me
for
wrong.
sure.
I agree with what you're saying, and I love hard. I'm gonna do just that. But it's
Right.
just like I'm also not gonna write somebody off because maybe they don't know. Like it kind of also goes to
Yeah.
closed mouths don't get fed. Like you do have to express yourself and what you want. Like not
100%. I like
everybody.
this, I like
Everybody
that.
is different.
100%.
You might find someone who boom, seems like they get it all the way. You
100%.
might have someone that's very much into you and it's a good relationship,
But they
but you
still
have
have
to
to learn you.
express some
100%.
things. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
100%. But I ain't gonna lie. I think the experience that I was describing, like you said, they was them type of person that pick up on the subtle things that you said.
You observing
in
and
a
taking
story,
notes.
you might have just told them out the string.
They heard me. We
And you
on
probably
our
forgot
date,
about it, but
and
they
that
did.
is a great chemistry.
And they came back with it, and they was like,
And you
I
know
knew,
what that
I knew
did?
you
That
love
make you
like
feel
this
so
and that,
good.
and that's why I made sure and that's where like without you saying it,
Without it.
you even thinking it, they'll
That's
be
why it
doing the
snuck
things
up on you.
because it's already
And it's
who they
naturally
are. Yeah,
happening. They naturally want to cater and make you happy.
But that is
and those
because of
people
communication.
exist. Like
Don't get me
people-
wrong, they do,
1000%.
guys. Everybody
Right.
isn't a ain't person. Like
Right.
I'm telling you, it's good people
They
out there. They
That's
out
gonna
here.
be getting you the flowers. That's
But
gonna be
work
rubbing
on
your feet, the whole
yourself
thing.
before you try to work with somebody else.
Right,
Definitely work on
because
yourself.
100%. Come healed.
Come healed,
Healed.
and ready to be
And know what you
fulfilled.
like.
Okay?
Know what you like.
Great
Because how
slogan.
can you express or
She
teach?
freestyle.
You pretty much teach people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? A
You
dude
have
is
to
gonna
mold
look
them.
at how you're treating yourself and then treat you like that. So if
Now
you
you
don't know
talking.
what you like and
They
what
gonna
you
just walk
want,
all over
how
you.
are they supposed to even
Okay.
really get it? You know what I'm saying?
Especially if they
So-
looking at you and you got a high
She
quality
sees you
man.
like to go to the gym and have your
Oh.
smoothies ready, this and that. After a few times of knowing you got
She gonna
smoothies,
have-
and
The
she
smoothie
over
should
there,
be
she
ready.
She in there like, yeah,
And
you
that's
coming
a
back,
girl
you on
that
the way.
cares.
Babe,
She
I got
texting
your
you,
smoothie.
They ain't here ready. But look,
Hold on, no. But so look, you have that happen, right? You see the person that knows exactly what they need to do.
It takes time
What
and patience.
about time? Exactly.
Hey.
That is my thing. Because you don't have to jump in. You don't have to go 5 year after the 5 day. You really can take your time knowing that you still have a lot to learn about an individual.
You can take your time, but when it's just like naturally flowing and you don't gotta overthink it and y'all just like
Fireworks.
On the same speed.
on the same speed,
Bro, what?
same level, know what y'all
Everything.
want. I'm telling you,
Ooh.
it's smooth sailing.
it's so
But what
amazing.
Will
in
was
your-
going into with the potential, like that's when I feel like people rush when like it, especially in girls, but I'm
You
sure in
thinking too
guys
hard
too.
on it,
You're
yeah.
already evolved and know where y'all at, and you see yourself together. So now
You don't
you're
even know
playing
his last
girlfriend
name.
role, and you're already only on 2 weeks. Like chill out, mama. Like,
But it's also love bombing too. You gotta throw that in there because you know
been
that
there.
first 2 weeks, that's the honeymoon stage. You think this girl is great. 2 weeks later, she probably dirty or he probably just crazy.
or
like,
something made them mad, and you see how they
And
carry
how do
when
we,
they're
how do
angry.
we respond to that? Like, imagine,
Which respond to
like,
what? Uh-huh.
Okay, you're dating somebody. It's going amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because it's going so amazing, they look good. They smelling good on the dates. The dates are going
okay,
fantastic.
get to it.
Everything,
Yes.
right? And then that red flag that you want to ignore,
Dirty?
whatever it is.
Okay, any red flag.
whatever it is.
Okay.
They start exhibiting. Ooh, they can't trust me.
Now listen though, when it comes to that, are we now? Me and you talked about this red flags. Yeah, we notice it, but I feel like that first time notice it. Can we tweak it? Can they work on it before I just simply just assume that they'll never be able to fix it?
Right. And that's the
Am I
thing.
giving you an opportunity to work on this red flag and make it green?
And what is a red flag?
Right,
to
well, it
you?
depends on the extent
exactly
of
that.
it. It
You
does
know what
depend
I'm
on the
saying? 'Cause
extent
if
of
it's
it.
a red flag, obviously these flags that y'all describing, and that's exactly what people do. They see that red flag and they say, you know what? I think I can make this one yellow because if you kind
I
of,
mean, it's really it's not too bad.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it really depends
But
on
what is
the
a red flag? Because a red flag
severity.
to me could not mean a red flag to him, and now I'm sitting here like he thinking it's okay, but whole time
Right.
I got a problem with it.
Right. So being clear,
I think it's
Communication.
once
Being
you
clear.
communicate and you still see the pattern. If it's not
Dub it.
changing, then that's something where you have to, you know what I'm saying, potentially consider walking away
right,
from.
right, every time. But
And then there's plenty of people in the sea. Like I don't want y'all to think just because you
Too
got
many.
a person
Too many.
and like you put in time and it don't work. Now it's just like no.
Right,
no.
it's too many
You
people.
Being scared to walk away will have you in your own personal prison.
Listen, you better walk away. You better get the hype.
And that's in
Leg
everything.
it.
And that's in everything. I don't care if it's your relationship,
A job.
I don't care if it's your job. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's your parent.
If they're not benefiting
bruh, you got it. Cause I'm gonna go be happy. I'm gonna do my thing. Let them have it. It's
And what's meant to
That
be will be.
goes.
And that just goes like you said for relationships, jobs, friendships. Like if it's meant to be, it will happen. Like if it passed you, it was meant to pass you.
Right.
You ain't even tripping about
Right.
it. It is what it is.
that one
But
in
that's
my
why it's
stars.
so
My
important
stars
to
lined
have
up
a
for greatness,
personal
though. Don't even worry about
routine.
me.
It's important to be healed and have a personal routine because when another person comes in and you're dating, how they make you feel, reflecting on how they make you feel. Do they throw you off or are you
they
vibrating higher
motivate
when
you?
they leave? Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's gonna
Put
be
that
that
fire on you.
monitor.
Are
So
you
if you
motivated
don't
me to
have
get
a
up?
monitor of how great you feel alone, then there's no way to see what this person is really contributing. If that makes sense. So.
100%.
Because you can really tell when you in a healed space when somebody come into your life. Okay, are you benefiting me or hindering me?
Exactly.
Which
and
one you
can, and
doing?
you can see it clear because
Clear
you got
as
your
day.
vision clear. You
Okay.
got what I'm
And you're
working
not
on
worried
clear.
to walk
Yeah.
away because you
Like,
have your self routine that has you so happy and
Because
solid
for real,
already.
say if you're dealing with somebody, okay, like you used to getting up every day, you going to the gym. He motivating you, they doing whatever. But then if you get somebody bad, it's like, okay, you're not going to the gym no more. You waking up late. You can
Calling
see
out of
them.
work.
Smoking
you can,
more.
You can see the
drinking
patterns.
more.
Like
you
Ooh.
doing more
You doing-
relaxing stuff.
Wait,
You're
right.
watching
Way
more
too
TV.
but you just
comfortable.
had
You watching
motion
more
though.
TV shows. Like you're talking about. Like what are we doing? We gotta
You
get
gotta
this
have that
back.
right person. Well, of course you gotta motivate yourself, but when you got the right person motivating you, checking on you, like, hey, you get this done, this your
But
deadline.
what?
You better get this done. You ain't
But
getting this.
what?
I like stuff like that.
But-
Motivate me, baby.
But
I
people
love
typically
that.
do that
Right.
when they see you doing that yourself.
'Cause you already gotta be
You know
on
what
it
I'm
on
saying? They're
yourself.
already seeing this
Right.
is your type of
Right.
person, so they
100
kind of
Oh yeah,
meet
she
you
really
there.
like this. Let me help her out. Let me, because I already see she could multiply this. She could. That's why you need a woman.
100%.
Yeah,
Multiply
no.
whatever
I
you
need
got
a
going on.
motivated woman because by myself, if
You a
I
little
personally personally speaking, if I find myself with a woman that just want to lay up and watch Netflix all day,
That's unattractive as hell. I mean, it's
I
heck.
would say that until we have all them other red flags that I done just skip past. I'm sitting in the yellow lane and I'm loving life because
The yellow lane is slow. That's what you like. You like a slow, steady pace.
Will act like he been ignoring flags for.
A while.
I've had moments. It is what it is. But
I'm screaming.
But I will say that I can definitely recognize that from those flags that have been flagged, I do recognize that, yes, there should be more of a productive thing. But it is very fun in the moment.
Of course, because, people love to be toxic, too.
And Morgan touched on it again. You attract what you are. You like if you want to chill and be laid up.
You going to attract somebody that want to chill and lay up.
She gonna be pulling you into your actual desires. Like somebody, I forget who I just seen say this, but he was like, he kind of hurt my feelings when he said it. But he was like, you know where you at in life? That's what you can tolerate. You can handle that.
Yes.
Like, if you couldn't tolerate it, you wouldn't be there. You would be somewhere else. Like,
but in reality, you can tolerate more. You just don't. You ain't at your full capacity yet.
Exactly.
But you can't expect the person of full capacity to come and bring you what you're not exuding.
Exactly. At least meet me halfway. Like if I'm here, you at least got to be hero. But I don't gotta accept you right. You didn't gotta accept me if I'm down below you. You know what I'm saying? I hate people who feel like you gotta. Oh yeah, you gotta build with me. Technically, I don't.
I know. Yeah,
I can build myself. Right. You can build yourself. Now we can build together. But if I'm already building me, I gotta build you too. It get a little rocky.
Building you, yeah, exactly. Right. Well, and you never try to make your other person change. Like it doesn't work. It lasts.
You gotta
want to
change
a facade.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
And like,
especially if I'm pouring into you.
Like mama is nurturing.
And I'm a nurturer.
Like, because honestly, let me tell you, I was I telling Will this? I had a profound thing today because I have a daughter and I love her so much. Like I have so much patience, mercy. Like she gets all the grace, all the love. And when I ask myself, do I love Morgan like I love my daughter? The answer is clearly no. It's clear that I show favor to my daughter over Will, over Jay, over anybody.
I mean, as you should.
Not exactly. Like the way we love. It's the way we love.
But there's different types of love because I can have love for you. I can love you and I can be in love with you. You have love for your daughter. You love your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you're not in love with your daughter. It's different types of love. Different type of forms of love.
In a way.
You're just saying how you love people is how you love people?
Yes. Love is love. It's you can try to take it into all of these.
No, I get what you're saying, but for certain people it's like.
And I even talked to somebody about what's the difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody? And it's actually intimacy. That's
Hell yeah.
That's why it's in love.
Because you're not in love with your daughter. You love your daughter.
Right. But the intimacy, if I take it away, I should love everybody like I love.
For sure.
Like I love. And I don't. And
that's natural though.
Intimacy, I hope we're not saying intimacy is always sexual either.
Because it could be like mentally.
It's that safe space that we were talking about. Right. Like when you can create that.
But you have to show your daughter some type of intimacy too, because don't forget, you're as a father are setting the tone
for her men in her life.
Me and my daughter have the most intimate relationship.
Right. Okay. So that's what I wanted to make sure. Like when you had broke it down, I was just making sure. Like y'all should have intimacy too, but it's just it's not
in a certain way.
And I'm so glad you touched on that.
Yeah.
Because when I was having this conversation with the person about the difference between love and in love, they use intimacy as what made in love, and a lot of people only hold intimacy physically.
And that's not the definition.
Not emotionally. Exactly.
And in that right, if I create a space where you can talk to me and you don't have to feel judged and you feel supported and uplifted, that's an intimate space.
I want to be mentally attached to you more than anything.
You know what I'm saying? And so you can have that love. And because the point I was trying to make is the same one I'm trying to make now. Love is love. It's like God even says, do everything unto everyone as you would to God. Like,
exactly.
Like the love that I have for Leilani is the love that I feel like I would have for God. Like
for sure.
Like I love her like I love myself, and I need to.
And that's a part of you, so of course you're gonna love a little deeper, a little harder for her. Like you know what I'm saying?
She is me. Like honestly, I can even when I love Leilani, I can even see how parents died to their own dreams and their own passions to lift this. Like it's
because now your duty is to uplift her, give her dreams that she wants.
I'm trying to do anything and everything in my power to create a space where she feels nurtured. And the reason I brought that up is because as I realize that loving people is different and loving strangers is different, I want to do the same thing for Morgan. I want to do the same thing for Jay and Will. I want to be a space where you don't feel judged but uplifted and encouraged. And,
of course.
And I want to be a space of mercy and grace. And it's like you don't have to be perfect. You're human. Like,
But
But everybody
naturally
should know
comes
that,
from
yeah.
also like loving yourself. I feel like how you treat others
It's how
is
you
a
treat-
reflection
yes.
of yourself. So it's just like if you're saying that, you're obviously expanding
And
on
you love
working on your
yourself.
inner
Yeah.
love, because it's just like, yeah, if you love yourself and you
that's
treat
just good
yourself with real
energy.
love, it all naturally exudes to
Yep.
other people for sure.
All that good energy is going to pour out regardless. Like some people, I'm pretty sure you get tables, they come in with this bad attitude, but because your energy is so vibrant, it's like,
What?
damn, you just changed their whole
But they
mood. Now
write
they
it on
walking
the-
out
they write
happy.
it on the check.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
you
much.
turn
I
my
was having
whole
that. And it be
They
like
love-
You
that.
done turned my whole day around.
Paragraphs.
The flight was taking too long. They lost my
Listen.
I
bag.
had somebody send a postcard
Yeah.
in, literally a
Nice.
postcard to tell me that like about their trip and everything and how like I was the best part, and I opened it up like a whole postcard.
You really just don't know how sometimes you can change somebody's life
About what?
or a day
For sure.
just by being
That
yourself.
$100 tip you got, like going.
And I
like,
wasn't even happy that
You know what I'm
day,
saying?
but I was just literally just being myself. Like you really just gotta be yourself. Like
100%, 100%. And that
You don't
goes
gotta
back to the
sugarcoat,
definition
mask
of
yourself.
beauty.
Define
be
beauty. It's
Be
you.
You're gonna be gorgeous.
Regardless.
Self-love and
Like,
confidence.
walking, being you, like ain't nobody else can be me, because nobody else can.
No, they can't.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, overall, y'all, great topics. Definitely tune in for our next
We went in
episode.
today.
Oh, we did go in. You feel me?
It's a great episode.
Signing
fam.
out, I have to the right of me.
Morgan Ray, pretty girl who don't play.
Yo.
To the right of me.
Okay, King Ivan Jones.
And to the left.
Hey, it's Chill Will, Too Cool. You already know Too Cool Records.
Right on the arm.
$30 on the merch.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Signing out.
Show love. Make sure you tune in next episode as well.
You lot grab that shirt, mate.
What? Okay.
You look.
You
Man.
lot grab that shirt.
And we're out.
Too much top boy. Alright. Yeah.
Whoa, guys, that was awesome.